Hello and welcome to the Martinsville 65. I am your host Harrison, and in the booth with me is Matt. Shoot, there we go. Matt, say hi.
Matt, say hi.
Currently the drivers are just going around practicing. Seems like it's going to be a very interesting race today. Matt, who are your picks?
Well, we haven't really seen too much our practice yet, because we were setting stuff up. But Eric Heater is starting. Well, right now has the fastest lap. I won't count him out. Tyler Tomazzi definitely wants some redemption after that street stock race. David Gibbs, he rocked here in the Cup car. So those three plus Casey are good bets. I don't know which one to pick for sure though. What would you pick?
I'm going to do a wild ball, solely judging off of last year's Cup. And I'm going to say Zachary Cox. He got second in last year's Cup race here. And I've seen him race this Arca cars here before, and that he is very quick. Although he has not taken any laps on tracks, I'm not sure he's going to compare. I do know this is one of his stronger tracks, so yeah, that's what my money's on.
That is definitely a very bold prediction.
I know.
As I'm trying to look where Cox is right now.
I don't think he's on the out lap yet.
Okay. My screen keeps on getting blurry. This isn't good.
Got it.
Sweet.
God, this new damage model is so good. I do quite like it. I can't wait for them to do it for street stocks and just how carnage the rookie races are going to be.
I'd love to see it on street stocks, but I think they would have to find a way to turn it off because rookies are...
Especially at USA.
Yeah, rookies have a reputation for being stupid and they leave their brain cells in pit road.
I mean, they did it for the MX 5s for rookie road. And I already hear complaints from people who are just like off the start line. Somebody doesn't start and just everybody dies.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So.
It would be nice to have that damage model though as an option that you can click on or off.
I would not be surprised if that becomes a thing. Look at that. Casey's right up against the wall. Trying to get some good laps in.
Trying to take advantage of all of the track.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't as close that time by, but...
In fact, I think, yeah, he's going in the pits, isn't he? No?
No,
he's
still out there.
Yeah, that was an outside line, that's for sure. Well, while we're just sort of twiddling our thumbs during practice, I do want to say this is one of my favorite tracks. This brought me my best result last year, and I just love Martinsville. So I'm quite looking forward to this race. I think it's gonna have some good racing.
In which series?
Cup. Well, my best result overall, but it happened in a Cup race.
Wasn't there only like 4 people in that race?
Yes, and I finished third.
I came in second.
Look. I gotta take what's given to you, alright?
Yeah.
I do love this track, though, even without that lucky third place.
This track is very challenging. It's easy to get on the brakes too much, which will slide you out, and you lose a ton of time.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't like it. I'd prefer Richmond. Richmond's got to be one of my favorite paid tracks, aside from Daytona.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, Wasby... Oh, no. Wait a minute. This is... Oh, no, Tristan has a blows paint scheme. Isn't that what Gibbs is running? Oh. They just had to run the same paint scheme. Or near right. Guys.
Same company. It is different paint scheme
It's
though.
different.
On my screen, I
but
see
yeah, that's going to confuse me.
the 48 being the typical Jimmy Johnson scheme, and then Gibbs has a more silver scheme. Lowe's was feeling rich and wanted to sponsor 2 cars because they couldn't pay for a Jimmy Johnson's car anymore.
Understood. While we were watching these practice laps, I'll be right back. I'm going to get something to drink.
Alright, so it looks like I need to hold down the fort. This is gonna be bad.
And I'm back.
Good, I didn't need to hold down the fort for too long.
Alright. I am really hoping my pick actually goes on the track. I'm going to make a second pick in case Zachary Cox can't actually make it. Are you fine with that? He's yet to get on the track, and I think he just registered and didn't actually get in yet.
Yes, go for it. We'll give you a second chance.
Alright, I'm going to say Gibbs.
That's a more safer bet.
Yeah, that's fair. I would be going over some of the penalties that were given out in the last Arca race, but there were none, surprisingly. That's it for
The
any...
street stock race, on the other hand,
We'll cover that on the next Street Stock broadcast. I don't want to fill 30 minutes worth of talking about penalties. Wolfman Hoffman saying some fast laps. Where is he? I actually really like this view. There he is. Oh, he's in an Oreo car.
Nathan says hi in the not Discord,
Chat.
in the live chat. So, hi Nathan. Is Nathan the same as Hunter, or are they related somehow?
I think it's the same.
Okay. He's going to answer that question by the end of the race, so.
Why is everything going quiet? Was that? Yeah, that was qualifying. Or end of practice, that's why. Alright, who are we going to follow on this qualifying lap?
We need to look for the maximum entertainment, so
Casey.
we'll go with Casey because he's trying to heat up his tires, but it's kind of funny watching him.
Give me an onboard view. Come on. There we go. That is not the most extreme tire warming we've seen from him this year, or this season. His tire warming at Lanier was fantastic. Doing a pre-celebratory burnout.
Oh yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you gotta pull that race.
Yeah.
Casey Drake, the first to qualify. He is currently on pole. He is responded by... I can't see anything on my screen.
Gibbs.
Alright. He's responded by Gibbs to take that top spot.
And he takes it back. Does he take it back? No, he set the
No,
personal
he's
best, but he
done.
doesn't. Oh, it's a shame. So, we still have some pretty quick drivers that have yet to qualify. But, currently your provisional pole sitter is Gibbs. Practicing his pit entry right here, it looks like. Got that pretty good.
Yeah, we still have to wait for Heater Tomasi.
And Wolfgang if he's going to qualify.
Yep. Also have to wait for Wolfgang. He's a pretty fast racer too. I see Cox on the leaderboard, so maybe your pick will show up. Is this also the first race for Garrett Hess?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't recognize. I don't think anybody else is running 3 numbers, so I do believe this is his rookie race. Eric Heater trying to set his fast lap. Although it looks like he made contact on his first lap because this is his second lap and his first one was deleted. So.
Yep, we'll see if he can respond to
my
David
God.
Gibbs at all. Oh, what?
Okay,
Did he just
that
finish
was
his lap?
yeah.
Sorry.
He got second. That was a hell of a lap that we didn't get to see. Wolfgang Hoffman setting his second lap.
That is a bright, bright car.
Yeah. He sets a new personal best.
So far, no one can challenge David Gibbs.
Mm-mm.
So he's definitely showing about his strength.
Zach
With
is
these
on
cars.
the track. There we go.
Your pick is here.
I believe in him. So he's just rotating his wheel. He might not go. Ooh. Yes. Come on. Get it, Zach.
Yes, it's a Mopar. I got a Charger scheme on mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's show what that Hemi can do.
I'm not sure if this is a glitch on my end or if it's just new with the new damage models, but you just see flames like 6 feet behind the actual car. Cox does not go fast his first lap. That's rough.
He is going a little wide in the
Mhm.
turn, so that's probably going to affect him. It's okay. It's actually an Impala. It just has Dodge stickers to try and make it go faster.
Mm-hmm. As you do. And Zach
Yep.
does not. Well, that just means we get to see him go through the field. And that's it for qualifying.
All right. Usually Tyler qualifies. I wonder if he's trying to go from the back or if he just gave up. See which of these people show up in the field.
Trying to find a good angle. Which, no, wrong way. Sorry for the little bit of an unprofessionalism. Well, as if we aren't already unprofessional. I did not go through the camera angles at Martinsville, so I'm going to figure this out as we go.
It's okay. We're not professional. We're doing this for very cheap. So you get what you pay for.
You're being paid?
No. I wish.
I know.
After this, we'll just have to corner Zachary and be like season 3.
I want a quarter a broadcast. No. I don't want to make money here. And we're away. David Gibbs is your pole sitter with Eric Heater on his outside. Casey Drake and Wolfgang Hoffman make up your second row. Chad Adams and Brady Floyd are your third row. Brendan Tyman and Tristan Rivers are your fourth row, and Zachary Cox and whoever shows up, I believe that is Tyler DeMasi, is the fifth row, with Garrett Hess making his debut, with Zachary Thornton on his outside in the sixth row, and I don't think Justin is here. I didn't see his car. So that is your grid. Eric Heater looks... He is hugging that safety car. Let me try to focus a little bit further up in the field. There we go. Safety car is in. We are going green at Martinsville. And the green flag is out. Fairly even start. Looks like Gibbs is going to hold it through the first corner, but Heater is strong on the outside. Let's see if he can get a good run down the back straight.
Yep, David Yates
There
on
he
that
is.
inside trying to see what he can do, but it looks like he will be cleared by Eric Heater. My screen is all blurry, so I can't see much.
Oh, somebody's spinning in the background. Oh no, that's Zachary Cox. No.
Figures.
Damn. Am I allowed to curse? That
I've
was...
already asked this.
I know I've already asked this, but I need to keep reminding myself or else I'll do it more often. And now they seem to have, other than, who is that in the back? Is that Tyler DeMasi? No. Where's the other Lowe's paint scheme back there?
That would be the
Tristan
48.
Rivers. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, of Tristan.
Other than him, it seems like everybody else is just single file. 125 laps here, so there's a, I think a lot of these drivers are going to get their head down. It's a short track, or quote-unquote short track. It's one of the longer ones, at least for Arca. I don't know why I went off on a tangent there. So they're just going to get their head down. They don't want to get caught in wrecks. Does look like Heater is pulling away, though.
When we get to a caution, do you mind sharing your other screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to troubleshoot right now because
Mm-hmm.
I literally just see blurs and it looks like they're all in a straight line.
Oh.
I do see the 88 on the outside though.
Yeah, Casey has made a move, but Gibbs is making a cutback, and 88 hit the wall. Or 87 hit the wall. And then the three, oh, Brady's spinning one car? No, he collected another one.
Yellow flag is out.
That is the yellow. Alright. Let me quickly do a... Come on. Tell me if you see it.
Right now I see blurry red cars.
Alright. Well, here's the incident in between Brady Floyd and...
Oh, the 34 Brand Time just got him in the bumper, and these
And
cars
then-
don't respond well. He was trying to save it. Tyler Tomasi had nowhere to go.
No.
Looks like the 20 has most of the damage. I don't think Tyler or Brendan are affected that much.
No, I don't think so either. Alright. Well, it does look like only 2 people pit. That's not surprising. It's early in the race.
Yep, their tires probably are cold right now anyways, and they're trying to get some heat in that.
Yeah. Right back to our old angle. Is it going to help if I just use closer angles like this for the blurry screen problem?
Right now, it's not blurry at all on my end. It just... Sometimes it'll get blurry and it'll stay that way for like 5 minutes.
Okay, that's annoying. It's probably
Oh
when
yeah, it's very
commentators-
annoying.
Yeah, it's probably when commentators live on the other side of a continent from each other. That and Discord. Discord's not the best.
Don't you live down south?
Yep. Don't you live in like New York?
Yup, the beautiful New York. You got Uncle Andy, and I can't say anything political
Bad.
on YouTube, so I'm just calling him Uncle Andy.
Alright, well, pit cycle. I think Brady took a lot of damage there. Either that or he's fully fueling up in all 4 tires and is going to try to make a long haul and just get it back in the long run. Yeah, he's finally coming out 3 laps down. That's going to suck. Maybe 4 laps? No, he squeezed. Alright.
He just needs to wait for a caution, and he can get put back down to 1 lap, and then...
And with the 50% fuel, he's going to have the fuel to make it much longer. Well, much longer. 13 laps longer-ish. So.
Yep, put in 100% fuel, because all these guys have 50%. As away we go, Heater with a great start as he flies ahead of the 88. The 87, Casey Drake, trying to fit into that 3rd spot, keeping Wolfgang Hoffman on his outside. Chad Adams trying to find his way under his teammate Wolfgang, and Wolfgang will give him room, and he might have to concede another position, and Tyler Tomasi behind that.
Oh, Tyler
Oh,
Tomasi
Tyler
spinning.
Tomasi around. Big damage for the 76 machine.
I think that might have been 1 car. Unlucky break for Tyler Tomasi as they go 3 wide on the backstretch.
Are they 3 wide at Martinsville?
Yeah.
But they're so
Oh,
far
no,
so
that's
good.
a net
Oh,
code.
net code.
That
Net code. Oh, Thornton spins around, single car spin. Tyler Tomasi is still stuck on the bottom, trying to find a way back in there.
hit again. Yeah. All right. That was interesting. I'm going to try to find a different camera angle. Oh, caution.
All
Somebody
right,
hit
that
a
was the
collector
break
car.
Tyler needed, and Thornton, and the 20 also.
Did somebody hit one of the... I'm looking for somebody with damage. Somebody hit one of the downed cars?
Maybe you could look at Tyler Tomasi, see how he spun. We already saw how
Yeah.
Thornton spun.
Somebody must have hit one of them and I just didn't see it, but...
Maybe. Or if Tyler got on the mic saying he got help, big time to spin. Yeah, he was trying to just find his way back into the track. As Brendan Timon
Oof.
Brendan Timon either didn't see the checkup or flat out dumped him, but that was
Yeah.
questionable on 34's part. I'm sure Tyler's not happy, but now he can get back to that one
He's the
to go
lucky
position.
dog. He is the lucky dog. Yeah, I know he's going to be able to go around.
Was he stuck down 1 before from that spin, or was he put down 2?
He's only on 1.
He's only on 1, so now he's
Yeah.
on the lead lap. That's a good break for the 76.
And Brady Floyd's going to be 1 to get 1. Yes, 1. Although he did what seemed to have been either a gas and go or a drive through. Brady did. I don't think that there's no way it's a drive through. So that, no, he's still going. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what Brady's doing.
So it's
Hitting
now
again.
Thornton and Lloyd battling for that lucky dog position now.
Brady's getting tires.
And he spin earlier.
Yeah, he was dumped. He was the one that got dumped on the front stretch, remember? Like, first few laps.
Oh yeah, maybe he thinks his tires now are bad. They do have unlimited tires, so might as well.
Shoot. Ignore that.
I didn't see anything.
Okay. I accidentally did a test drive by hitting the wrong button. Yeah, it does seem to be a popular way to get tires now as Tyler Tomasi goes in, although that might be for damage. Cox is going in.
Also, Tyler spun too. He had some help with Brendan Timon. Brendan Timon doesn't have any beef with Tyler, so I wonder if that was a mistake on his part,
I think he
or
got
if he was trying to go for a gap.
He either got late on the brakes or maybe he locked it up. iRacing's inconsistent about sending, because usually with locking up brakes you see a lot of smoke. iRacing's, what did Thornton, okay, Thornton's parked it on the track.
It looks like he was letting people by because now he's going again.
But yeah, look, he may have locked the brakes because iRacing's inconsistent about showing smoke for locked brakes. That may have been the case, but either way, I think he just got a little too deep in that.
It could be. Like I said, Brendan Timon isn't a dirty racer, and mistakes do happen. Pace car is in, and away we go. Heater trying on that outside lane again. David Gibbs trying to follow in line, but Wolfgang Hoffman gets a great start from that second lane, seeing if he can move up to second position as the 48 gets shuffled out of line and it's that outside.
Wolfgang's going right around the outside. He's trying to get a run down the front stretch.
David Gibbs has the preferred line. Casey Dre trying to follow through.
Gibbs goes.
Is he thinking about making it 3 wide? Gibbs says no.
Yeah, I think Wolfgang got it.
Wolfgang, he's using that outside.
Yeah,
he has Gibbs cleared. Is Casey Drake going even lower than David to get to the inside lane? That's a very hard part about this track. If you get stuck on the outside and you don't find a gap very quickly, you're gonna get shuffled, and it's a challenge at Martinsville for sure. David Gibbs though will fall back to the 4th position.
They're just scraping that wall. They want as much room as possible.
Nope, you just saw David get into the wall.
As well as Wolfgang ahead of him.
This is the battle of the best of the rest because Heater's gone.
Yeah, no, Heater's gone. I wouldn't say best of the rest, are in equal equipment. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Heater is well up the road.
Gibbs shuffled to that outside lane. Chad Adams on his inside trying to get into the 4th position. As Chad clears the 88.
No, he does not.
And no, he gets spun. Single car spin.
Nope. That's yellow.
There is a yellow. Okay, probably because he spun right in front of everybody.
Yeah, I think that's a preemptive.
Let's get a look at that. See if he got any help, net code, or what happened there.
Is he?
He's in the white car.
Did I skip him? Okay, I did.
Yup.
No. There he is. All right. He did get clipped by, looks like, or at least what may have brought out the caution, is he got clipped by Zachary Cox.
Alright, so David Gibbs is on his outside. He has him cleared.
No.
He slides up a little bit, and David just taps him, and he gets clipped right here by the 51.
Yeah.
Not too much damage. Might need some new fresh tires, then he's good to go. That happens with Chad a lot.
Unluckiness
No matter
or
what
getting
league
spun?
it is.
Getting spun or unluckiness?
Both.
Fair enough.
Yep, he is going to come to pit along with the 48.
As well as, who else is doing it? Zachary Cox. Or Thorin, sorry.
I wonder if Thornton just wants fresh rubber or to top it off with fuel.
Well, he just got a bit of a fast repair. I saw his what's it called, front bumper change a little bit, so he may have picked up some damage from one of the spins.
Could have been.
I believe Zachary Cox is also going in. Yes, he is. And Brady Floyd. I imagine that's going to be a fuel. The fact that they didn't pit on the first lap probably means that they're doing it for fuel. That's what I would imagine.
Could be, but at the rate we're having these cautions, you don't need to stockpile of fuel too much. But it is a good strategy for when heater does have to come down. You can try and get in front of him that way, because on race pace alone, I don't see them catching him.
I'm wondering what happened to Gibbs, because he just got swallowed by the pack. Like, he seemed to have been pretty comfortably second on the first. Well, he obviously took pole, but he seemed to be comfortably second in and before the first caution. And the first caution came, and he lost third, and then he just kind of got shuffled back to the pack.
Yeah, I saw him they were going side by side into turn one, and he just got a little nudge, which sent him up the track, and the whole pack pretty much went by. His pace car is off. Heater starting on the outside lane. He's all the way against the wall, and now he goes. Wolfgang doesn't go, and that stacks up the field as Casey Drake has to avoid him behind.
Oh, caution.
Yellow flag again. We'll see what happened.
Oh,
David Gibbs and Brady Floyd. These two are not having a happy day. Oh, Tyler Tomasi won there. I wonder if... Oh, they stacked up. Gibbs got into the back in that checkup. Tyler had to get on the brakes big time.
And
the same thing that happened to Tyler. Just except this time he got into the corner a little too much. Didn't see the checkup. He got on David Gibbs and sent David Gibbs in front of the pack.
And Tyler just got kicked. So it seemed a bit premature.
Why did Tyler get kicked?
Well, if we're going to throw personal bias in here, because the admin's a little trigger happy, I think. But, yeah, Tyler just got kicked for... Okay. Yeah, no, he's gone.
Brendan Timon literally did the same thing, unless Tyler was mad or something.
I do not know.
Brendan's was clearly on accident. Tyler's was clearly on accident. We saw all of the checkup.
Gibbs is pitting, obviously, for damage. Not sure what to say. My cameras are being weird because it's randomly doing this when I'm selecting a third-person view. That's kind of annoying. Wait a minute, is Tyler Tomasi the lucky dog? Because
He either got kicked or he got towed.
Well, no,
I just saw him disappear on my screen.
Yeah. No, sorry, not Tyler. Brady's the lucky dog, isn't he? Because Gibbs, usually if you're involved in an accident, it isn't going to wave you around.
No, but Brady was in the 20 who had contact in the aftermath.
Right. So no lucky dog. All right. It's been an interesting start to the race. A lot of cautions. probably should have brought in somebody to interview for that caution. Let's make sure we do that next caution. In fact, go ahead and type something in chat if they want to be interviewed next caution. And again, a terrible start for Wolfgang Hoffman.
Yep, Casey Drake trying to take advantage of that though because he knows when his teammate's gonna go. Thornton dove it in there deep, had to get on the brakes, so he didn't do the same thing all these other drivers have been doing. Wolfgang though is able to keep that second position. Everybody trying to chase down Eric Heater.
Eric Heater just pulled 4/10 faster a lap than Wolfgang Hoffman, let alone the rest of the field. He definitely has the pace tonight.
Yep, Wolfgang is starting to pull away, it looks like, from Casey.
Although that lap, Wolfgang actually had a quicker lap than Eric.
Alright, let's go Wolfgang. Help us with the broadcast.
Let's make this interesting.
Yeah, it looks like that 05 machine is definitely a rocket right now. I don't want to give him commentator's curse. But he was setting some very fast laps as he has his sights on Eric Heater.
It's similar, if not a little bit quicker, it seems. Last lap he was 0.0 minimum difference between the laps. This lap he's quicker, 0.2 quicker. He's getting there. Either Eric's tires have fallen off from leading this race and pulling that pace this whole time, or Wolfgang has just gotten a second wind. He is getting there. Just saying that, so is Casey Drake. I mean, both of these drivers are catching Eric. I think Eric's tires are falling off, or starting to fall off. Still minimal right now, and one caution, and Eric gets to get his pit and tires and such, but still, I think his tires are starting to fall off.
Casey Drake is now catching up to Wolfgang Hoffman. Wolfgang was pulling away. Now it looks like Casey has a faster car as he's looking to dive it on the inside. Wolfgang will give him a spot. He'll go super wide, and then he'll have to on his way back in line.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. Wolfgang's smart there. They need to go chase down Eric. They don't need to squabble over second. They need to get their head down, whoever's faster up front, and then just get Eric.
Yep, as the car goes around in the back.
I think that was just somebody going to a low line.
Thornton trying to get on the inside of Brendan Time as he dives into the
Brendan gets spun.
Turn.
There it
Thornton
is.
gets in there too deep. Thornton goes around. Brendan goes around. Caution out. David Gibbs in the background goes around.
No, Isaac Gibbs. That was
Oh,
Brady.
that was...
No, sorry.
that was Chad Adams.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to bring up a replay. You get somebody to interview real quick.
I'm going to see if I can bring up David Gibbs.
Alright.
David has a lot to say. I don't see David. We'll bring up Brady Floyd.
Alright.
Hi Brady, it's Matt and Harrison in the booth. Do you copy?
I do. How we doing, guys?
We're doing pretty good.
Yep, we see a very eventful race from your part as you were collected in some incident with Tyler, which we don't know why he was kicked.
He wasn't actually kicked. I know they said, we're talking about it. He left after wrecking whomever it was. So yeah, just heads up, we did not kick him.
Got it.
Okay. He left. He was probably not having fun at all these cautions. But we do see you get in the aftermath in a lot of these wrecks so far. So can you give us perspective on what's going through your head?
Right now I believe I'll be the only car lap down after this, so my focus is just keep it clean in the back, do what I can to get that lap back. I just need one more caution and to stay out of it. That first incident with Brendan, it got me stuck in the fence somehow, so I dropped 3 or 4 laps down, and I've been slowly making them up.
All right, that's good for you. Looking at the statistics, it looks like that caution will come, but hopefully you can stay out of trouble for this.
Yeah, it'll happen soon, hopefully.
How's fuel doing? I know you've been pitting more often, or I think you're one of the most recent pitters, but
the fuel run's about 70 laps here if we stay green, so people could honestly, if we get another caution in the next, or in 10 laps or so, we should be able to make it from there if we stay green, but yeah, I wouldn't expect too much from it here. I don't think we'll go green for longer than 20, 30 laps.
got it.
Pick to win tonight, probably going to be Heater. I don't know how he didn't get pole, and he's been running away with it all night.
Yeah, for sure. Heater is fast. We've been looking a lot of Wolfgang and Casey. Casey's now in the back now, but we saw both of those two actually set in some fast laps. So hopefully we're going to have a good race here at the end, and hopefully we can see you up front with them.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
As we say that, the pace car is going in as we are about to go green.
That was good timing.
That was very good timing. Jesus.
Holy cow, he's away and Wolfgang just didn't go.
That's
He got like
a hell of a
straightaway
jump.
that time.
Oh my
Wolfgang
god.
gets dumped by the 48.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, Wolfgang got a bad start, but on the other hand, that was a hell of a jump start. Like, you have jump starts, you have, like, a drag
was on
race.
pit road, so I think that was fair on Eric Heater.
It was. I'm just saying that was... I wouldn't have expected that if I was in Wolfgang's position. I mean, look at this.
No, and Wolfgang wasn't expecting that at all,
No.
so...
Just, they
You can
round
see pace
and...
car's off, so you can technically go whenever you
And he
want.
starts going
Wolfgang's
here.
waiting,
Yeah,
he sees
he's
him going, he's like, oh shoot.
Yeah. And it's rough to be on that inside. You just... Because on the outside, usually you can see him. But, like, on the inside, you just couldn't see anything. And that was netcode.
Oh, that was netcode.
That was full netcode.
Oh my gosh.
That's a rough
That
break.
sucks for Wolfgang. That was netcode.
Mm-hmm.
It was nowhere near him. Now Wolfgang's in the back.
Oh, well,
But
he has
I
the
think-
pace to make it back.
He does. Now he has to pass through all of those cars, and in the meantime, Heater's gonna jump away. But now would be a good time for Wolfgang to get some tires, fuel,
And that does look to be
and
what
try
he's
and do some
doing.
strategy, because we know these cautions are coming over and over and over.
I think, honestly, I mean, if... I'm trying to think what I would do in a heater situation. I've never been in a heater situation. I've led 3 laps my entire career. But, I mean, he has the pace advantage, clearly, even with tire degradation. I mean, look at... We'll see on this restart, but Brendan got fresh tires not even 10 laps ago. And
Yeah,
Eric-
also look at who's in second. Your dark horse, Brendan Timon.
That's my dark horse. Dark horse right now is in 6th.
Well, okay. Race after race, Brendan Timon's
Right.
showing that he's not a dark horse, that he can compete, but...
He was actually talking, or no, it wasn't him. It was, I think it was, yeah, it was Tristan Rivers, the 48. He was talking about how he was really looking forward to this race, and he was hoping he could show his pace. He's just been caught up in some unlucky incidents, but I guess we'll see. It's
Oh, yeah,
not even
Tristan
a halfway
Rivers.
point. So.
Tristan's in the 48, who was running third.
Mm-hmm.
He got into the back of Wolfgang Hoffman, but he didn't actually get into the back of it because that was netcode a mile away.
Mm-hmm. And Desiree is 2 to go.
Yep, Brendan Timon, he knows Heater's going to try and get a big jump. He's going to try and stick with him, though.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think it's going to be
See
interesting
how-
here is to see the pace differential, because Brendan Timon has 10-lap-old tires. Eric Heater has 59-lap-old, 60-lap-old tires by the time we're green. Given that a bunch of those are in caution laps, but still, I want to see if Heater can match the pace of, they are checking up hard. Match the pace of
KCJ trying to
Brendan.
catch up to the field.
Yeah. I guess we're about to find out as pace car goes
Yep.
off.
Pace car is off. Brendan Timon's trying to see if he can stick with Heater, which Wolfgang
Jumps.
unfortunately hasn't
Nope.
done. Wolfgang, Heater goes. Brendan Timon does even worse and drops back to 4th.
And yes, there goes Zachary
It's a
Cox
dark
in the
horse.
second. There he goes.
Oh wow, where did he come from? Also look at Chad Adams.
What a
in third.
fantastic start from him. Look at him.
Brendan
There
Timon
we
will take
go.
that 3rd position back, but Zachary Cox, wow.
Told
Low
you
bar,
guys.
baby.
There we go. Although Heater did. Actually, Zachary's catching Heater.
Yep, we know Cox is on fresher tires than Heater, and it definitely shows. I think Heater, though, doesn't want to pit because then he's going to be back behind everybody.
Mhm. He wants as much fresher as he can get.
Yep, and we saw
Also,
that
I
happen to
think-
Tyler.
Also, I think he's probably going to wait till he knows he can make it to the end on fuel. He's going to go for a one stop. He doesn't want to. He wants to fight through traffic as little as possible, most likely. As Zachary Cox sets another personal best. He has this clean air now, and he set 2 personal bests in a row. He is getting there.
Okay, now I can be proud that that's a Mopar, not a Chevy Impala.
Look at him. Another personal best. Jesus. He's just pumping out these lap times.
Yep, we're giving him some positive TV time right now. Brendan Timon in 3rd, trying to chase him down. I think both of these guys are chasing down Eric Heater so they can keep it green. Heater is going to have a handful.
I think Cox is just finding a rhythm. Although he does go a little wide there, and Brendan has a better run onto the back stretch.
Yep, Brendan Timon will stuff it in there. As Cox will try and fight on the outside lane, but it looks like he'll give it up. The 87 and Casey Drake will fit through also.
He'll just stick in here. I've driven with Cox. He's been my teammate for the entirety of the first season. He likes keeping his head clean. I think he'll probably just follow these guys, and if they start holding him up too much, he'll probably... Ooh, as he gets a
Oh,
little
big
loose.
moment, but he saves it.
Yep. If they start holding him up, which Casey and Brendan have been showing their pace all day, I don't think they're going to hold him up too much. They'll probably just say, hey, let me pass. I don't think he's going to try anything ridiculous, dive from a mile back.
Yep, Zachary Cox, he does play clean. Right now he has his hands full. That car is not handling well at all for him.
No.
The only experience I have with Zachary Cox on track was... what comes to mind is Charlotte when he didn't see me check up. But that was kind of a racing incident.
I think Heater's tires have fallen off. I think he should have painted last yellow. I think he's waited this one a little too long. Before it was, one lap they were on pace, then a little bit quicker. Now it's fairly consistently they're catching them by about a tenth. Although if they keep fighting each other, no, that's
He saves it. Casey Drake passing on the outside. Brendan Timon trying to fight back.
They
He
need
wants
to stop
second place.
fighting. No, it's not what you guys need to do. You need to go catch Heater.
This is exactly what he wants to see because
Mhm.
when he pits, he's going to be back in all that traffic. And as we saw with Tyler Tomasi, Tyler just got obliterated being back in that traffic. We know he had one fast Impala. Casey Drake trying to go to the inside of Brendan Timon. Brendan trying to fight back. Casey slides up a little bit, but no harm, no foul, no contact.
as the battle of the Zacharys commences behind them. Thornton being a little glitchy, but squeezes his way right by.
Yep, that handling has definitely gone away on Cox's car.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's down to the 5th position, I believe. I do not have a scoring sheet in front of me.
Yes, 5th position.
I can maths.
As Brendan and Casey just continue to switch places every lap. And Eric has pulled a 2-second gap now. That was down to half a second. And these two battling it out right now have made it so he is a 2-second gap.
Yep, but Casey is putting a gap on Brendan, so now Casey is going to hunt down Eric Keeter, trying to get his first win and prevent Eric from his winning streak.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this might be in Street Stock. Is Casey leading? Or is that in Street Stock that he's currently leading, points-wise?
In the street stocks, Casey is leading. In the Arca, I believe Eric Heater is winning because Heater won USA, and he's trying to win Martinsville to go for 2 in a row.
They are catching him, though. Heater, he's running low on tires. I do think his tires fell off, and the only reason they haven't already caught him is they keep fighting each other. Now that Casey here has his clean air, he's caught right up to him.
Yep, now we can see Eric Heater coming into the frame as he has the lap car of Chad Adams. We'll see if Chad goes wide and lets him by, or if he wants to fight to keep on that lead lap. This is not what the 20 wants to see, though, is now he's going to have to battle someone for the lead lap, but Chad Adams got into the wall trying to stay high, and it kind of sucked him right into it.
Casey sees, he sees it. He wants to go for it.
Yep, if he can force Heater's hand by passing him to the next caution, making Heater pit, that would be good for him because Heater would be in the back of the field and having to find his way through.
And I know hindsight's 2020, but Heater should have pitted last. These tires are spent. I mean, if we know he has the pace, right? The fact that he's able to hold pace with Casey despite having twice as old lap tires shows you that he has the pace to win this. But if he had pitted during the last yellow, he might be in a little bit of caution or traffic. But a lot of other people also pitted. I feel like he would probably already be back to leading with fresh tires. But again, hindsight's 2020, so maybe he's hoping for another.
We'll see what happens from here on out, but the gap right now is staying pretty constant, and at some point these tires are going to even out.
Also, he needs to pit for fuel, because 50% fuel, we'll say, there's probably been 20 caution laps. Yeah, no, he's already probably running on pretty close to fumes. My math's to give or take correct, assuming that he ran his caution laps in 4th gear, which you should. Yeah, he might be running low on fuel.
Little moment out of the 87, and as we've seen that all day, cars getting a little loose off of exit and then having to save it. He is gaining, though. It's now down to a car length between the 28 and 87. Casey had a better entry than Heater. Heater had a better exit.
He's gonna try for a good run on this.
Yep, you could see that by his attempt and going a little wide, then ducking low, trying to get that better run off.
No, he's gonna try to set it up by trying to get a good run and then diving into the next corner.
I don't think he can do it quite yet, but he is very close to being able to.
He puts it on the middle line, so He's gonna get the run. No, not quite.
Nope, he closes in a little bit, but not enough. They're still roughly around 1 car length. I wonder if these tires are starting to equal out now.
It does seem like a Heater pulled a 10th faster last lap, but then Casey does the exact same and it just stays similar. But again, fuel. Heater has to pit. Casey does not. He's probably settled. Maybe not to the end, but he's probably good on fuel right now. At least much longer than Heater, that's for sure.
Yup, Casey trying to go to the inside, but he can't get it done quite yet. Has to stick back in line between the 28. Also, because I do not have the ticker, you're going to need to tell me when it's 1 lap to go.
We still got 35 laps left. We're nowhere
Alright,
near
well, with us jibber jabbering, it does go by pretty quickly.
If Heater was able to make it to 10 to go with 50% fuel, then he's a madman, but I don't think that's happening.
DJ trying to go on the outside of Eric Heater, entering turn 1. Doesn't look like he can get it done, but he is still staying on his outside. Heading into 3 and 4.
And
Heater has to pit.
He figured he's losing too much time to battling Casey. He's going to pit.
I wonder if he was almost out of fuel because we haven't seen him pit at all.
He absolutely was running low. My question is he going for a splash and go, hoping for a caution here soon, or is he going to fill up the tank and go to the end? Oh, Casey
now
has to do the
pit.
same. Well, he's Brendan Timon as our leader. But Brendan pitted on the same lap as Casey did last, so he's probably running low as well.
Yep, we see some interesting strategy. It looks like Thornton went around earlier, trying to go back in line.
That's just.
We'll see if they do need a pit because we are having a green flag run. I didn't know about the fuel
lot
window.
of
Brendan
people,
Diamond
yep.
now needs to come down to pit road.
Everybody is in the pits right now. Who's gonna be our leader? Who's our leader?
It is good though. It lets the 20 go by, who has been pitting these times.
Wolfgang Hoffman's our leader. What?
I wonder how well he has saved fuel as Casey Drake is now out 1 lap down. And has to be a few laps down as he goes wide. He lets Heater by.
He knows Heater has the pace. He's a lap down, not fighting for position. Just let him go. In fact, Heater just pulled the fast lap of the race. He is flying.
Yep, Heater's down fresh tires. Too many laps left to the end, so just go for it. There's
Same for Casey.
Thornton's on the wall. Casey trying to go on the inside, trying to get his lap back.
What is this strategy? Heater again, a second fast lap. He's giving it full beans. He's sending it. He wants to get up there.
For how far this game can go, because the more he stays out, everybody else is on fresh tires, but if he thinks that he can hold them off until the end.
I mean, fresh tires, yeah, but he definitely had the most recent pit. He last pitted at 57. He's still probably gonna. This made this very interesting, that's for sure.
Yup, that 50% fuel definitely added a twist to this.
Wolfgang's not going to make it to the end
so we
on
can look at the numbers. But
yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Wolfgang's not going to make it to the end on fuel, that's for sure. But is he going to be able to make it long enough to, at the very least, secure himself a good position? I know he has the pace. But I mean, does Heater have a whole lap? Because he has to regain a whole lap under green. Is he going to be able to do that? That's the real question. Assuming that we go green flag to the end.
I believe Heater will be able to make it around Hoffman eventually. We have under 30 laps now. It's got to be. So
Yeah, there's 25 to go once Hoffman crossed the line.
I wonder if Hoffman's trying to wait for a caution.
I mean,
try and trap
how is
some people
Brady
a lap
Floyd
down.
still out? He last pitted on lap 30. He's gonna pit here soon. 'Cause there's no way that he has. I am so confused by the fuel strategy. This is why we need an end game.
Yup, it would also be very nice if I could have iRacing too and look at some of these stats.
Yeah. Where's Brady on the track? There he is.
There's Brady. He's battling the 88 right now.
He's just letting him buy his lap down.
I'm surprised that he's still a lap down.
Because he pitted under green like everybody else did.
Oh,
Yeah, no, like
see
7
Chad
people
Adams
came in.
around.
Yeah.
Single car spin. Doesn't look like there would be a caution.
Heater's all the way back up to third already. What a race. If it's green at
There's
the end,
the 777. I do not have him on my sheet, but that is
That's-
Hess, I believe.
yeah, it's Hess. First race. He's trying to get his lap back as well from Brady. Speaking of, here comes Heater.
Heater comes in so deep because he's got those fresh tires. These two looks like they do not.
Now 77 does as well, but he knows that he can't find Heater. This is for position now. Heater's made up a whole lap under green flag in 10 laps. He's about to be if he catches Wolfgang, which still 7 seconds up the road, but still.
Yep, Wolfgang. I wonder what his fuel situation is like if he can make it to the end.
I know he can't. Well, I say I know. I don't know anything about fuel right now because I thought that. All right. Lap 57. I don't know how much he fuel saved throughout the rest of the race though. That's what I'm wondering. Because I wasn't really keeping an eye on who's coasting and who's pushing.
Yep, this will be very interesting. See what Wolfgang does because if he pits now, he's gonna lose a ton of track position because of those old tires.
He might go for gas and go. He may have like, what? His pit crew might be saying like 15 laps of fuel and he's gonna get a quick splash and go and try to get it out. Because we got 17 to go. I'm not sure. What I do know is that Heater is flying. He just cut down a 4-second gap in 2 laps.
It looks like Heater will retake back this lead with a second place position. If Wolfgang can keep it, he has saved enough fuel that would be good for him.
A whole second quicker that lap. Heater is a class act today. Jesus. Honestly, I'm wondering if he was holding back throughout that initial stage for fuel. Because we didn't even see his pace when he was leading. Next lap, he's going to catch Wolfgang. Nice, has to make the pass.
We'll see how much of a fight Wolfgang puts up because new tires versus new tires. And
There he is.
he is still continuing to go in his lane. As this is for position, no one needs to be nice. It looks like he will give him the inside lane as he doesn't really have a choice, but he is going to fight hard. As Eric Heater back to the race lead.
There he goes. Casey Drake, I believe, is the next person that can make it to the end. Casey's also been doing another class, like a whole lap under green as well. Not quite pulling the same lap times as Heater, but he has also made his lap back under green and is currently up to third, chasing down Hoffman. That's going to be interesting. And that all depends on if Wolfgang has to pit right now. Because if Wolfgang doesn't have to pit, then I don't think Case is going to be able to catch him. This is very interesting. Is Wolfgang... What team is Wolfgang on?
Wolfgang's on Shadow Racing.
So who are his teammates in this?
His teammates are Chad Adams, Tyler Tomasi, Brock Packard, if he can race. He hasn't made any races yet.
Got it.
And Harrison Chandler.
So nobody near the front. Brady Floyd finally goes in.
AC Drake has now caught down Wolfgang Hoffman.
I just heard fireworks. Did we run out of time? Because there's still 10 laps to go. This is 10 to go. Oh, I think I saw Brady Floyd finally going in for his pit. Wolfgang trying. I think, is he going to fight this one? He does look like he is.
Yeah, it looks like he also did try to fight Eric Heater, but he just couldn't do much. There's racing smart, giving a lane if they could get their nose under there, but it's fighting for 4 position, so why would you let someone go?
Judging by how
Especially
much he's
this
fighting
late.
him, if he's fighting him, that means he has the fuel to go to the end. I wouldn't fight somebody if I didn't have the fuel.
Yep, so it does look like Wolfgang has been able to get the pit strategy right. Well, fuel strategy right. Maybe not on tires, but since he's in 3rd position, at this rate he would get a podium, have some good points. We see the 51 up top of our screen spun somehow.
And Gibbs is not going to catch him. He would have to pull ridiculous laps. In fact, they're about to lap him. So I don't think, yeah, these top 3 are currently pulled away with this pit cycle. As we were coming up to 5 to go, with Heater way up there. There we go. Almost half a lap ahead of everyone. 5 to go. What a race by Heater. Domination's really the only word. Although I say that and he's gonna spin for like the first time in the lap.
I've never seen Heater ever make a mistake. I've seen him make bad pit calls, but I've never seen him make a mistake like that. So if I jinx him and he doesn't go 2 for 2, well,
I'll be very surprised.
3 for 2, but
3 for 2? You mean 2 for 3? He's won more
yes,
races
the
than we've
numbers
had.
weren't working right. The only race he hasn't won this season was Daytona,
Yeah.
where Brady Floyd was able to beat him out in track position or in fuel strategy. But it looks like tonight Eric Heater will have the good fuel strategy.
Now, is Gibbs going to fight him? Because like Gibbs is on fresh tires as well, and he wants to stay on the lead lap. It's only 3 to go. Make that 2 to go.
I would assume Gibbs would fight him, because if there's a caution, and Gibbs is all of a sudden right back up there with him, because he's in the 4th position.
On lead lap. He's also fighting somebody who isn't for position. Or he's just standing there.
34, we saw him up front earlier, so it looks like maybe
lap to
he
go.
hasn't had a good pit stop. He goes wide, lets the 88 by,
Also,
Eric Heater by.
does look like Wolfgang will have the fuel to go to the end. That's white flag, and he's about to get there.
That is a very impressive drive for Wolfgang Hoffman.
That's very impressive fuel saving. That's insane. What?
Yep, not too much you could do to hold off Eric Heater and Casey Drake, but that strategy pulled by Wolfgang did help get him some track position, as he was all the way in the back after he got by netcode.
Gibbs beat Heater to the line to end up on lead lap. That was okay. Wow. There we go. That's your race. And Gibbs is
Gibbs is
clearly
excited
very
he's staying on
excited.
the lead lap.
Yeah. He got
All right,
lapped and
so-
floored him out of the last corner. That's good.
So time to see some burnouts from Eric Heater, your race winner, pulling off an absolute clinic once again for him and Supermax Race, and it looks like his teammate will join him as they locked on the 1, 2, and Wolfgang Hoffman, who came in the third position, Lions.
All right. Let's see if we can get Wolfgang up first. As here tries to drift around the track.
Yep, I see Wolfgang in the waiting room, so he's ready to come up here. He wants that interview. I don't blame him. He pulled off a great performance.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wolfgang, it's Matt and Harrison in the booth. Do you copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
All right. We saw some excellent fuel saving from you as Heater and Casey had to pit for fuel, but you were able to stay out. So can you talk about us through that fuel saving and what you had to do to get it to the end?
Well, basically how it started off is, I qualified fourth, which I was pretty happy with, given that Martinsville's not my best track, and, I'm not the greatest in Arca cars, especially at short tracks. So, I just sort of maintained my position, moved up a couple of spots, but, hung in the top 5 for, all of the race up until, I think it was Tristan who accidentally turned me. But, he apologized for it, and there was some netcode involved, so I'm not too salty about it.
Yes, there was some massive net code we saw on our screen. He was like a mile away. It's just a very unfortunate incident.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But, it led to me having this unique strategy. So, you basically, I stayed out for a while and pitted pretty early compared to everyone else. But I had enough to go to the end, which meant that, I had a lap lead on them, but my tires were very old, obviously, so they unlapped themselves. But I will take third place. I thought that was a pretty good race.
That strategy did do a very good job to get your track position after some unfortunate events. Harrison, do you have any other questions for him?
I mean, you've already said it, but Jesus, what a fuel save. Do you, magically put that thing in, lean mode? And that was a class act. I'll give you that. That was a very good race.
Well, thanks. I wasn't even really saving fuel. It was just the strategy.
All right.
All right, well, before we let you go, you pulled off a great performance tonight, so is there anyone you would like to thank?
I'd like to thank Shatter Racing. You guys are a great bunch. I'd like to thank my family for giving me this opportunity to do sim racing. Really enjoyed this race. See you all next time.
Thank you for your time. Enjoy.
Yep, no problem.
That was Wolfgang Hoffman in the 05 who came in third place. He also gave out a shout out to Shadow Racing, which I'm the team owner for that. I did not pay him to say that, so I'm going to make that quite clear.
You're a broke college student. You don't pay anybody to do anything. Wow, just silence. You there? I think Matt may have crashed. Okay, well in that case, I'm going to drag up the next one, which will be Casey Drake. How you doing, Casey? This is Harrison in the booth. I think Matt just had a problem.
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Amazing race right there. You pulled it back a whole lap under green. How you feeling about that?
Pretty good. Probably could have maybe contended a little bit more for the win there, but we had a really good strategy. I pitted the caution before we had a long green flag run, and I was gaining time. I was right there with Heater, and he just pitted one lap earlier than me and got better tires for that one lap and pulled away. And as soon as he was in that clean air, he was basically gone.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't able to see it much because we were more watching Wolfgang to see how much how he's able to hold there. But how was it sort of cutting through the field? You had to, well, obviously you came from one lap down and people gave you space, or did you have to get some quick battles as you went through?
People gave me some space and had to battle a few people, so it was kind of 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I got the lap back, I guess, and I think I started like 5th or 7th, and then there was a big wreck, so that kind of helped kind of cut the field in half, so
Mm-hmm.
didn't really have to worry so much about drivers, I guess.
Well, all right. Matt, are you back, or is he still? All right. Is there anyone you want to thank for your second place today?
Just my team and our crew chief, Mark Rosero.
All right. Well, in that case, have a good night.
Yep, thank you.
And now,
Hey.
our race winner, Eric Heater. Hey, Eric, it's Harrison in the booth.
Hi.
How's that win today?
It was a pretty fun race. Unfortunately, there weren't, many, close battles. Right there at the beginning portion, it was just, getting the great restarts on the top line. That's what, really was my crutch. I was just leaning on that. My pace over Talon wasn't, that great. So he would, keep it kind of even when he was up in second. But we were just able to hold about a second every single restart there. So that helped us out a lot. But I was a little bit worried there at the last run there because he had, fresher tires, more fuel. He was, just edging on making it. We were talking about that, and I wasn't, completely sure on when I was going to have to pit to, make it all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided not to pit on the last restart, and it might have been a little bit safer if I would have, but ultimately we came down towards the middle portion of that last run, and we just had so much pace on the fresh tires that we even got past Wolfgang, who stayed out and made it to the end.
Yeah.
So I think had he stayed out, I think we would have had a good shot either way, and we did win by a pretty good margin. So really happy with that, and shout out to Michael, our strategist there. He helped me out a little bit when I was kind of struggling. So good on him, and we got the 1, 2, 3 for the team. So that's pretty great.
Well, all right. Anyone? Well, I guess you already thanked your crew chief. Anybody else you want to thank for tonight's victory?
Yeah, just of course all my teammates and you guys for broadcasting up top. I like to watch the races back. So thank you.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Yep, you too. See you next week.
Yep.
I'm back. I lost my Wi-Fi.
Got it.
But congrats, Heater, on your win.
All right. And with that, that is it for the Martinsville 65, presented by Amir Page Tech Motorsport. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next week.